I've only got 100 pages left to read, but I can't face it. Just can't do it anymore. I'm sick of rolling my eyes and gritting my teeth and cringing. Both makes me want to gouge my eyes out. He's that annoying. I know fantasy is attractive because it diverts us from the humdrum of our normal uninteresting lives, and I'm aware that a heroic character should be more powerful and awesome than your regular Joe, but seriously, if both sells beyond the realm of understanding it, one more thing, I'll scream. I'd list all the achievements young Both has earned himself, but I just don't have enough room, and honestly can't swallow another list covering all that is supremely awesome about Both. A few times I wondered if this was satire, but then it didn't seem self-aware or heavy-handed enough. There's a point in the novel where Both has just played a lute for a massive audience and breaks down into tears at the conclusion of his own show. Such was the heartbreaking beauty of his performance. Do you not even reading comprehension, brother? I hate to be that guy that gives the critical review of the critical review, but during this part in the book, which I actually just recently read, he's crying because he's kind of getting in touch with his past, his family, music is like his only connection to his past and his family, which were brutally massacred by a group of shadowy, villainous figures. And yes, for the most part, there are a lot of tropey bits in this book, but it's very well explained at the very beginning. It's an interesting way of writing a book, and it's written so very well. It's very well worded. Patrick Rothfuss is definitely a man of many words. He's really able to string together words very effectively. I suppose it's no wonder, being an English teacher for so long, I guess, an avid and adamant English teacher, enthusiastic one. Early on in the book, you pretty much get a gist of what the book's going to be like, and this guy goes on to say, he didn't expect any of it, and he's thoroughly disappointed by the way the book read and the subject matter, and it's as if he didn't actually read, like, the first 100 pages, which pretty much sets you up for the kind of experience which is delivered in its entirety. It's actually it's quite refreshing as far as literature and fantasy literature goes, as far as I'm concerned. There's other book reviews on there, and they're all very, very interesting. Fresh concept, terrible execution. This guy, Scott Haynes, goes on to list pros and cons, pros being very few, of course, it being a 1-star review. Cons, the main character is pretty much the only one that doesn't come across flat. That's not true. The other characters, he does sometimes take like a paragraph or two out to like introduce a character. He doesn't do it quite the way Stephen King does, where he'll take like a whole fucking chapter. Okay, that's rare. Like a whole page or something. But, nah, the other characters aren't flat. I mean, the main focus of the story is this one guy. He's telling a story to another guy about how he came to be who he is, and his, how he became a legend, and how he had to kind of cope with that, because he was, in his mind, as far as what we can tell from the story, he's just a guy who's really good. He's aware of it, but at the same time, it's like he's just a guy as far as he's concerned. And then every once in a while, he realizes that he's not just a guy, and that comes with certain disadvantages. Notoriety, for one. That's a big thing in the story so far is his explaining how much he wished he wasn't so notorious. They really point that out at the very beginning of the book. I guess you kind of have to read between the lines, but not really too much. It's really all put out there. Extreme lack of interesting plot developments for a fantasy book. To be honest, the twists and turns aren't that many, and when they do, they kind of redouble on themselves. Like when he's in this particular competition, and I really expect him to lose or win. It could go either way, and he's setting you up to think that he's definitely going to win, and then he kills that, and then he brings it back. And then he kills and brings it back again, and if you sit back and you think about it, it's a little aggravating, but it's so well executed that you can't really be mad at it. Unlike some blockbuster movie where it's like, oh, I saw this twist coming from a mile away, and the outcome was predicted and lackluster, but with this, it's sometimes you can predict the multiple outcomes, and maybe you're right, but it's never disappointing, at least to me, because of how well written it is. I don't read a lot of books. I've read a few. I've read a lot of books. Not as many as some, but usually the books I read are well worth reading. So, yeah. At least as far as I am concerned, and a great many others are concerned, whose opinions I respect. Yeah, that's enough of that. I gotta get going. Life has been really weird this week. I had a dream. It was like a nightmare. It was like night terrors, but without all the screaming. And it was like I was surviving in like a zombie apocalypse. And it was one of those against all odds scenarios, and being backed into a corner and like having to stay really, really, really quiet for a really, really long time. And it was just, the anxiety was so intense that I woke up like every hour. The next day yesterday, I was just completely exhausted. I haven't had a dream like that in a long time. It was kind of amazing, really. Well, the day before that, I had a lot of opportunity to accomplish things.